For argument's sake, we're going to have Anka kind of tending over Sam and his near-death experience there. Actually, his post-death experience. And she is also going to watch over the dragons. The dragons, after the battle, are extremely tired. And they barely make it to the train, but they make it to train and they fall asleep. So Anka's going to watch over the dragons. She's going to watch over Sam and hopefully help him mend. And you guys decided that you wanted to go into, yet again, the city of Waterdeep. Not quite sure why you wanted to do this, but
I will stop our group. Guys, you know what we could potentially be getting into, right? Do we really want to do this?
sort of guy, if you change my mind again, I'm going to kill you.
I don't care.
Just remember, if she loses, you lose too. Just FYI.
No.
Yes, that is the way relationships work.
I will win.
If she loses, you lose.
I made a rogue friend last time.
Okay. So anyway, you're Ari. What are you saying?
Well, I mean, they're not too fond of us here. We know that. But at the same time, I feel like we could provide some clarity. But at the same time, I don't want to die. So.
Well, I mean, they don't know what Skellington looks like, and they don't know what I look like.
Fair enough. And she's going to get behind you and kind of push you forward towards the gate, kind of jokingly.
So I look over at Skellington. Are you getting the same vibe that I'm getting at this point?
I'm really forgetting why we're here. To begin with, I'm not going to lie. I don't know why I'm standing in front of this gate. This situation seems like a bad idea to me.
Okay, it's so for meta's sake, I can't remember what happened when we left. I mean, obviously I remember we killed the Kraken, blah blah blah. But I don't remember what happened after that.
What happened after that was you guys killed the Kraken. You were able to bring Sam back to life after he died. And then I don't remember who it was that initially said it, but they said, I stand up and I'm walking towards the city. I still have yet to find out why you guys are walking towards the city.
The only reason I can imagine we need to go to the city would be to warn them of the giants' attack, but the city has already been taken over by the agents of the bad gods. So
was it that you guys wanted to? Was it that you guys wanted to, like, because now the
now that we've killed the Kraken, has Umberland's power been removed? Does that seem to be? I mean, because
some guys' kids too, or something like.
Oh no! They were eaten by the Kraken.
Yeah, they were eaten, but were we supposed to tell him that?
You did, and he tried killing himself.
He did tell, and he committed suicide.
Yeah, we read. Yeah, okay, that's right. We kept him with us.
Yes.
He tried to kill himself, and you guys robbed him of that too. You guys are just like pulling all the punches.
Great.
And then he was happy, and then he was happy while he was suicidal. I do remember that because that was twisted.
It was very twisted. Nothing about that was good at all. I just want to point that out there to all of our listeners. Nothing about that was okay. It just happened that way.
Well, you could have come up with a better storyline.
Charming somebody that's sad doesn't make the problems go away. When you charm him, he's still got problems.
Okay.
99 problems.
Anyway, so
sorry, go.
Let's think of a plan as to what are we trying to accomplish by going back into Waterdeep.
I think it was to warn about the giants. I think that's what our thought was.
That was the initial idea of why you came to Waterdeep in the first place.
Yes, but now where are we coming back? I mean, we have killed the Kraken. Is it what are our goals?
The only reason I can see would be for personal glory to get patted on our back. But I mean, warning them about the giants, they couldn't defend against the Kraken. Their city was already overtaken. I don't think they're going to be any help against a giant army. I don't think there's much value in going back into town.
Other than possibly getting our heads cut off.
Right. I think we just let it go. I mean, the giants are out there. Best we can do is see what the giants are up to. If there's anything we can sabotage or slow them down. I don't that's the best we can do here.
The only useful thing that we might could do is determine whether or not Umberland's power has been broken in Waterdeep. That's the only thing that would be useful. and that would be a job that Skellington and I can do fairly quickly and easily if you two don't want to go into town.
I mean, we had our faces plastered on wanted posters there, right?
Correct. And
So,
that's why I'm saying if you two want to stay out and prevent, although the entire army knows what we look like because
Yes,
there
I
was
don't
the
think that's
brutal.
we've made our.
I don't know why we came back.
Yes, I don't think we can go back in even ourselves.
it sounds like the city's already lost for the cause of these gods. So there's nothing we can do at this point. I mean, unless we're saying we're going in to fix it, to overthrow the city, bring it back to the good, and I do like air quotes, the good gods, and then maybe have a city on our side against the giants. That is the only good. But the army, we'd have to fight against or figure out how to change their minds in some way.
And then you can see Tichlin like holding up his hands and counting. I can take 1, 2, 3, 4, and then points at Tarnus and does 1, 2, 3, and then at Skellington 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, I don't think there's enough of us.
I mean, we don't want to kill the army. Even if we could somehow kill everyone in the army, we need the army to fight the giants, right? I mean, so the city either has to be freed, or the city has already decided, we want to be on the bad god's side, and they've completely thrown their support behind them. I mean, I guess we don't know. Was a city subjugated and underneath tyrannical rule, and they're just doing what's being told, so their families aren't fed to the Kraken? In which case, once they realize the Kraken's gone and the leadership is overthrown, maybe the army comes back to its senses. I don't know.
So I guess the question would be is what says the group? I mean, I mean, understand at this point my role was to protect this group, and now that I believe that is a moot issue, and now we have to decide where we're going to go for, or I'm going to just throw my support in with this group, and I am no longer protecting you. I am part of this group. So obviously I don't want my head shoved on a pike any more than the three of you want your heads shoved on pikes.
Ah, come on, it's fun to have a little adventure. She kind of kind of grins.
Well, that would be pretty much a very painful experience.
I mean, that's how we earn our hero stripes, right?
Yeah, well, we slayed a Kraken too.
Well, I mean,
what says my shield is going into going into the city dangerous?
Are you asking your shield out loud?
I'm not asking it out loud. I'm thinking it and holding my shield.
Okay. So you hold your shield. Do you look at it in any way?
Yes, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the back of it.
Okay. So you're kind of looking down at your shield, hoping for some sort of insight. And you hear nothing. It's almost like an eerie silence. Not even like that it's not responding in a way that's like good or bad. It's just not responding at all. It's almost like it even voids you of your own thoughts. There is no thought.
Huh.
Do a Constitution saving throw.
and that's how Tishlin died.
You can save me.
What'd you roll?
12.
12. You start to get a sense of wanting, a sense of protection, but not a protection of your group, and not a protection of yourself, but a protection of your shield. A wanting for your shield, almost like a no one else can even touch it because they might damage it. It is yours, solely yours, and it has this pull on you that you never want to take it off again.
It's my precious.
If you do the precious voice as a dwarf, I will give you inspiration.
It's precious to me. It's my precious. As I'm slowly stroking the back of the shield.
You should totally give him inspiration for
You
something
have-
to throw me.
You have inspiration as everybody else watches Tishlin like stroke the back of his shield saying, "It's my precious."
You alright there, buddy?
I think the pressure is taking its toll.
Yeah, I don't think that's normal.
So, kind of to the question at hand, the only reason to go back in town is if they're going to turn and be on our side, right? If they're not going to suddenly say everything's great, and they're happy that the Kraken is dead, I mean, maybe that's really what we can go in. At least we can see whether or not the city is happy the Kraken's dead. If they are, then there's hope that we can turn them around and use them as allies against the giants. If they're upset, then you know there's not really any hope there. So we might as well move on.
Is the gate intact?
Yes, the gate is intact. It is in a lowered position right now.
Is there a way that we can block the gate from being closed?
Is there a way you can block it from being closed? It is closed. It's in a lowered position, like the gate's lowered.
Oh, so we can't even enter into the city.
No. You'd have to walk up to the gate. Or find another way in.
Well, when the Kraken came out, did it damage any of the walls?
No, the Kraken came out of the water on the outside of the city. So it kind of
Okay, yeah.
fought you guys out there in the plains there.
All right. Yeah, all right. I'm tracking.
Tracking the force of the Kraken?
Yes. So is there a guard outside of the gate or people outside of the gate?
You can do a perception check.
24.
Sorry, you got the living.
Did
I
you
roll a natural 19?
You said 24?
Yes.
Okay. So, you don't see anybody right out, like hanging out from the gate there, but you do see what looks like very briefly somebody walking like towards the wall there, look around, enter inside the wall, and the wall close. Almost like if it was a secret door in the gate itself. Or in the wall itself.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the wall open and then close like it was a secret hole?
Do we need to roll for that, Nate?
Yeah, you would need to
I'm
roll
just
very,
testing.
very
Okay.
well if you wanted
Sorry,
to see that.
are we all right outside the city gates, or is it just them walking?
No, you all are outside the city
I mean,
gates.
Okay.
Do I need to
thought we
roll
were
perception?
further away than that.
Yes, it would be perception.
Perception?
Yes.
I rolled a 10. What are you talking about? I didn't see anything.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Did that Kraken hit you that hard, Tish?
No, I saw something. I know what I saw.
Okay.
Did it look enchanted, or would I know that?
You know a lot of the underground systems, so you would know that a city as big as Waterdeep would have its secret ways in and out by some of the underground guilds.
Okay.
This could possibly be one of them, though you've never been through one yourself.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go check it out because, and so I'll tell the rest of them, guys. There's part of my thing is I've been with a lot of the underground groups in the Waterdeep area, and there are secret passages in and out of the city everywhere, and that may have been what I just saw. I'm gonna go check it. If one of y'all wants to come with.
Do we still want to go in though? Is there a reason for us to even check?
The only reason that I want to go in at all is to talk with somebody to figure out what's going on inside of the city, to figure out what's happened with Umberland, because obviously what's happening with the god of the giants and Umberland and everything else. I mean, look at what's happened with Lathandir and
If you think it's worth risking your life for, then so be it.
if I'm gonna go in just a little bit. I'm gonna go in just in the entrance.
I've heard that
not gonna go all the
statement
way in.
many of times, and I've had to go save that person many of times afterwards.
I have a rope off to my leg.
Did
You
you?
know what? Let me use a hang on. I have an idea. But let me just check really quick. Okay, I'm gonna use one of my cards, and I'm gonna cast invisibility on.
Okay, so you throw the card at him. Do a it technically would be like an attack roll. For dart, so it is a d20 plus your dexterity
Modifier?
Yep.
Okay, hang on. So that would be a 15.
Okay. Tishlin, she throws a card at you. Do you let her hit you with it?
Yes.
Okay. So she hits you in the face with this card, just bypassing your armor. So it gives you a +3 to that roll. and you are gonna take a D4 of damage because it does act like it cuts you. It does act as a dart, but you also turn invisible. So Ari, roll a D4 of damage towards Tishlin there.
I rolled a D4. Sorry. Yeah,
That would be a 4. Sorry,
There you go.
but you're visible.
that's fine.
Tis only a flesh wound.
It's only a flesh wound.
You
Check a
cut
card out
my
of inventory.
face.
I hear you, but I don't see you. She kind of does like a happy dance.
You're dancing for that?
So I go into the underground, or I go to the wall.
Yep. So you walk over to the wall.
Where I see it.
About where you go over to the wall about where you saw the person go in. And it looks like a solid wall. But you know there's a door there somewhere, so you kind of like are pushing around to see if there's any give, and you do find the give, and the wall slides back and to the side there, just enough for you to be able to turn sideways and go in.
Do they see me, or do they see the wall open? Or I yell out, "Hey guys, I found the opening."
Yeah, I mean, if they're watching, I guess you guys could do a perception check to see if you can see the wall opening.
Well, and I yelled out.
How
but
far away is he? Like, would we be able to hear him?
Yeah, he only
'cause I'm
went
yelling out,
maybe
"I
about.
found the opening."
Okay. So yeah, you guys can hear him.
I mean,
So
do we think all of us should go in, or because I mean, some of us were on wanted posters.
Maybe Skellington should go. He wasn't on the poster, right? Or was he?
No, but
y'all don't need to follow me.
just like I thought. And I'm going to
Y'all
start
don't need to-
walking after.
I'm yelling out, "Y'all don't need to follow me."
Well, it looks like he's good.
Are you going, Skellington? Or are you staying?
I mean, he said he's good.
I'll yell, "You got this, Tishlin," and I'll just give you bardic inspiration. At least it's something.
Okay, that's something. That's
it's
a
a-
D6, right?
It's a D8.
D8. Okay, that's right. Okay, all right, cool. So I go in.
All right, dwarf, you go into this tunnel, and the wall closes behind you. It is pitch black. Lucky for you, you can see in the dark because dwarves are dope like that. And there is a staircase that goes down, and then there's a staircase that goes up. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go down, or do you want to go up? You go down. Okay.
I'm gonna go down.
So you start going down, and it's like a good 3 flights of stairs that go down. And they kind of go down about 10 steps, turn, go down another 10 steps, turn, go down. Very much like a horrible hotel staircase. And it opens up to this door and a wall. So you can choose to go back up the steps or go through this door.
Okay, hang on. There's some yelling going on. Can you repeat that, please?
Yep, so you go down the steps about 3 flights of stairs, and it comes down to this like landing where there's a wall and a door, and you can either go back up the steps or you can go through the door.
I'm gonna peek through the door.
Okay. So you open the door to kind of take a peek through, and there is this grand underground, almost like a train station platform, just no trains there. It's this huge cathedral like room, pillars in the middle, and a lot of movement going on. It almost looks like it's an underground city, the way that it's crowded.
What else do I see?
There are some tables, some carts, vendors that are selling stuff, some tables that have just somebody sitting in a chair behind it, with a little tent over top. It's kind of what you can see from
So they
there.
they can't see me.
Well, you're invisible, so no.
Right. I mean, yeah, they can't see me. So if I went up to them and started talking to them, it would be bad.
It would be weird for sure.
For sure. Do I see any documents or anything around that, or do I hear anything, the talking?
Ah, yes, the good old, let's see what I can hear in the chaos. Go ahead and roll perception, and let's see what you can hear.
I can't hear squat.
You can't hear squat. What did you roll?
A 6.
A 6. All right. So, you hear a lot. You just can't understand what a lot of people are saying because it's just a bunch of noise to you. You hear a lot of talk about money being passed. Do you have this? Where's the information that I asked for? A couple unhappy customers there. A lot of arguing, but nothing that you could really kind of comprehend all at the same time.
Do I see anybody that I might recognize? Yes, I can roll another perception check.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 20.
Alrighty. So you don't see anybody that you recognize. However, you do see an odd creature that you've never seen before, kind of walking around. And it kind of catches your attention because of what it's. Not only it's a creature that you've never really seen before, but it's also wearing a dark cloak. It's a very small creature, probably about 3 foot high. Walking around. The creature's got like a little beak, some darkish gray feathers, and the creature has its hood up, and you can just kind of see green eyes the size of like its head, and it quickly turns around and keeps moving down the way there.
Am I hearing anything about the Battle of the Kraken?
There's a lot of side conversation about the Battle of the Kraken. Some people are, wondering who could have possibly done that. A lot of people are liberated and feel really, really excited that the Kraken's gone, but also worried as to what is the church going to do next.
I'm going to go ahead and turn around and leave.
Okay. So you go back up the steps. All right. Do you go back up the steps and out the door, or do you go up further?
Yeah, I'll go up further.
Okay. So you go up further and kind of come out towards the top there where you are at the top of the wall.
What do I see?
If you
I already know.
If you look to the left, you see big open. You can see the forests and the trees, and if you look down, you can see your friends. And then if you look to the right, you see the city. If you look straight, you see the water, and if you turn around, you see more desert wasteland.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go back down and go back out the door.
Okay. Perfect. You go down, you go back out the door. No problems whatsoever there.
Okay. So I start telling the people, or start telling the rest of the group what I saw and what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
And I described to them the small creature with the beak, feathers, and big giant eyes.
Okay.
And I have no idea what the thing was. Do any of you happen to know what it may have been?
Would any of us know?
Who's the big reader in the group besides the one that almost died? You can definitely look through your historical archives and see if you know such a creature.
I do think that there is some danger if all of us went back in there to go back down into this.
That is
area.
a 8.
It's foreign to you. Sounds like a funny bird.
I have never heard of such a creature. It seems very foreign to me as well. And I have been around a place or two.
I mean, I guess the only reason for us to go in is if we think we can change this town in some way, right? I mean, I guess you heard that some people were excited, and they were just afraid of the church.
Yeah, they're afraid of what the churches may become. But my concern is that if they think that they can garner some kind of goodwill with the church, that we will be in grave danger.
Right. So, I mean, if we're going back to the town, it's going back into the town to topple the church, right? And if we're not going to go in there and kill the leaders of the church, and I mean, there's no reason for us to go. So, do we want to destroy that church and wipe it from the city? I'll just kind of stare into everyone's eyes to see if people really want to go in there and destroy the church.
I think the only one that would want to would be Anka, and she's not here.
I don't think we need to spread any more blood or spill any more blood.
Then I think we leave this town to its devices, and maybe the people will rise up against the church and liberate themselves. And if not, they're not any worse off. There's no Kraken now, so they've got that going for them.
I agree.
I would agree as well.
Right. So not liberating this town, we kill the Kraken just cause, and I guess we're gonna go check out the giant, right? Or do we have a different objective now?
I think the
So we start
giants
walking
would-
back.
I think it's the giants. It would mean a lot to you too, Thornus.
It would, yes. I mean, I think that's the next thing we do. I mean, either we're helping or we're hiding. And earlier, when I had suggested to go to the beach, I was resoundingly shot down. So I think we're helping. So we're not helping the city. The only other thing we can do right now is, I suppose, check out the giants, see if there's any plans we can foil, any generals we can topple. We certainly don't want to do a head-on attack to any of their camps, but I mean, it sounds like reconnaissance is what we'll be doing.
We also, too, well, we have the dragons. Do we know if she's coming back? And she kind of looks to the skies, like wondering about Moxie.
I mean, I would imagine she would have her hands full. I don't think that's something you can count on.
True, I mean, she doesn't want to become a god. I just worried that we're ill-equipped.
That's an understatement.
Okay, so back to the train, and she kind of like chucks her thumb back towards train.
Yes.
All right.
So you guys head towards train, and as you do, Tishlin, you take another look back at the city as you're walking away, and you see that door open again, and that creature walks back out, looks around, and then just starts heading towards the east there.
That creature just left.
Left the
It's
city.
headed to the east. Yes, it came out of the door that I took, and it's going east. Do y'all want to try to capture it and find out what it is and what it's doing?
Sure, that sounds fun.
So wait,
Sort of
you just
shrug my
want to
shoulders.
you want to kidnap a
I
creature?
mean, we still have no interest, unless just your curiosity needs piqued.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, go ahead.
Anybody else curious, or is it just me feeling a little chaotic?
I mean, I'm curious, but it might be really strong and attack us.
I mean, we did beat a Kraken.
We did.
We also had help,
I mean, it was
and
just
only
okay.
and one of us died.
No, correction. One of us almost died. But I am happy to say that he is resting, I hope, comfortably on the train.
How fast is it moving?
Just kind of just casually strolling along there. It's not running.
I'm still invisible.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, you could choose to not be invisible, technically.
I don't choose to not be invisible. I'm still invisible. I'm going to run up behind him, or I'm going to get up behind him and hold him.
So you're going to sneak up behind him while you're invisible and grab him.
Correct.
All right.
Nate sounds so disappointed.
Oh, I am not disappointed at all. So you grab this creature. Are you lifting it up or are you just trying to stop it?
Just trying to stop it
Okay.
and hold it like a bear hug.
Alrighty. So you do that, and all of a sudden you see nothing. Like it just turns black. And everybody else, as you guys watch, I mean, you can't really see what Tishlin's doing, but you see the little creature, and all of a sudden just this big old shadow comes shooting out in this area. It's almost like he or she or it created this dome of dark, this dome of shadow. And I need you to do an athletics check.
Do you have that bardic inspiration?
Yes, I did, and it was 22 plus 1, so 23.
Ooh, good job. It tries to wiggle free, and it starts to move, and it can't. You've got a good hold of it. Yeah. So you've got it. You've got a hold of it there.
DM's plans spoiled again.
Not yet. DM's about to have a little bit of fun, but you can't see it
Moving.
because you are in a cloud of darkness.
I'm gonna start talking to it. Quit moving. You are not in danger.
Says the invisible thing talking to me.
Are you hostile? You wish to hurt us?
Are you there?
I thought we were all.
If you're
Sorry.
with them, you are surrounded by this cloud and you can't see anything. If you're not, you just see a cloud and you can't see the thing anymore.
I'm assuming I'm standing back with Skelly and saying, I thought we decided not to help the town and we're going after the giants. And we're just sort of like casually chatting of like, I don't know why they're doing this.
I don't do that. I think they're bored at this point.
They're just
Your
really
guess is as
interested in
good
it.
as mine.
I'm interested in that weird looking thing. They want to figure it out what it is. I don't know.
I mean, I'm slightly curious myself, since I've never even heard of such a thing before, but I'm not willing to risk my life to go and figure it out.
I would be with Tishlin because I'm the one that was like, let's go look at it.
Okay, well
Check
then
it
you
out.
can't see anything because you were just surrounded by darkness. You can
But
hear,
we still
but you
hear
can
the
see.
voice, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
So I'm answering out or calling out to the voice. Do you wish to hurt us?
I don't even know who you are.
I don't know who you are. We're just curious.
So you just go up to all bunch of strangers and grab them? It's just bizarre.
I didn't grab you.
Well, somebody grabbed me.
My friend here is just trying to. I honestly don't know what he's trying to do, but
Me neither, but a nice hello would have been nice.
hello.
Hi!
Hello, if I will release you, if you promise not to hurt or attack us and just talk to us.
Again,
And we
coming
will- I
from
will
the
release
invisible person that just grabbed me.
Yes.
So you don't want me to
Well, as an
retaliate.
active good-
I promise you, he's nice. He's just.
It was mostly because we were in immense danger and we didn't want to possibly be attacked by something or someone. It was a preemptive measure, and I apologize for that. As an act of goodwill, I will release you, and I let go of him.
Aw, you thought I was so dangerous? That's the cutest thing that's ever been said to me.
What's your name?
Oh, hi, I'm Rui.
Rui.
And
Hi.
you are?
I'm Ari. Our names are kind of like.
Y-
She's just trying to
yes.
butter up this creature.
Oh, hold on, let me get rid of this for you. And she kind of like flaps her wings and the darkness just goes away.
I kind of like squint almost, like my eyes totally need to adjust. So Rui,
I'll
Mhm.
load my crossbow.
They do look like they're about to fight over there, don't they?
Yes, I've heard about a Ruri before. It needs to be put down. That's all I can say.
poor Rui, can't catch a break.
Can't catch a break.
So as soon as the
Do we? Oh, sorry.
no, I mean as soon as the cloud is lifted, I'm waving at Torrance and Skellington and basically giving them the thumbs up that everything's fine.
And yet you're still invisible, so they can't see your thumbs.
Oh, I choose to not be invisible anymore.
Okay. So you come back to visibility. You give the thumbs up to them. Rui takes her hood off, and you see a little owl that's 3 foot tall.
I would kind of crouch down and offer a handshake as a gesture of good faith. Hello, Rui. It's nice to meet you.
She takes her wing and just brushes her feathers like in your hand, kind of tickling it a little bit. That's the weirdest
I would
thing, but
giggle.
nice to see you too.
So, what brings you to these parts, Rui?
Well, she kind of like looks up and looks around, looks to the left, looks to the right. You know, I can't tell you because I don't really know where I
Are
am.
you lost?
Yeah, I guess I'd be lost. I don't even know where I'm at.
Oh, well, you're here, and she kind of like just like doesn't know what to say. And we've traveled so much.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm not completely sure where we are either.
Do you have that happen too, where like you just are, but you don't know how or why?
Well, we are traveling on this train that
Right.
just takes us everywhere.
What's a train?
It's a train, and she's gonna point towards the train. Train's still in view, right?
Yeah, train's in view.
Yeah.
So
It's an acronym. I maybe Tornus can remember what it means. He remembers everything. Tornus has a great bond with the train.
What's a tornus?
Tornus. She points over.
Have we gotten over there yet?
I don't know. Did you guys walk over?
Very slowly.
Okay.
Like oh, they found something. I don't know how far away they were.
That's a
So-
Tornus, and she just points to Tornus.
The big one or the small one?
The big one.
The big one.
He's nice.
Well, he's big.
Mm-hmm. He's a gentle giant.
I've never met a gentle giant before. I've never met a non-gentle giant
Well,
before. I've never met a giant
I
before.
guess
over there.
everybody. I was gonna say, I guess everyone compared to you is big because you're kind of a smaller creature.
Mm-hmm.
As we get over there, I'll say, "What did you catch us? A giant chicken for dinner?"
A giant chicken.
A chicken that talks? I don't, guys. You know, I don't think we need to eat it. If it talks, I kind of, I don't think it's right to kill it and then eat it.
I don't
That's
think
all I'm
it's
saying.
right to
Might-
kill
might-
me and
might-
eat me either.
Is that your fine line? If it's capable of speech?
More or less, yes.
You just eat giant chickens?
I don't think he's a chicken.
Not a chicken.
I mean, I eat chickens oftentimes, yes.
Why?
Would we know? Would we recognize his or her race?
No.
Can I roll like history check or something?
You
like that?
can
No.
roll a history check if you'd like.
I will roll a history.
If
check.
you don't
Hold on,
like
my
to
history, that's not
read,
good. Oh, I
you-
rolled it. I rolled a 6.
Yeah, nope. You could always roll worse.
I don't think she's a chicken. She's definitely a bird, not a chicken. She doesn't
Why are we eating her?
Yeah, why are
We're
you
not
eating me?
her.
Oh.
We're not eating you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my misunderstanding. I thought they
So-
were hunting you for dinner. That was just the best thing I could come up with.
I guess the next question is, Ruri, what are you? What kind of creature are you?
I'm an owlin.
An owlin. Is that common to this area?
I don't know. I don't know where I'm at.
How
We're
did
outside of Waterdeep.
get here?
Oh, wait, we're where?
Outside of Waterdeep.
What's Waterdeep?
The opposite of water
We're-
shallow.
It's a larger town on the Sword Coast.
Sword Coast. You see, like, she's really thinking hard about this one.
Does anybody have a map?
I think we all did, didn't we? I thought we all got maps at the
I think
beginning.
there was one in the train too.
Do I have a map?
The map
on me?
would be in the train.
Okay. We have a map in the train that can show you exactly where you are.
Oh, that could
So
be
at that
helpful. I
point-
hope.
Ari would be like, "Do we want to allow strangers on the train?" And she's trying to like just hint towards the dragons.
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah,
best
no,
idea?
I don't know that that's the best idea,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well, does this bird chicken thing have any information for us?
Bird chicken.
I mean,
well, we can ask her.
yeah, you could ask me.
Do you have any information as to what just happened?
Well, last I can think of, I was walking and an invisible person grabbed me, and now we're talking.
I was talking about before that.
Oh, before that. Before that, I was in the woods, but not the woods like those. Different woods, my woods, the Fey woods.
I'm listening. I'll be right back.
And then I don't know what happened. I just kind of
You mean
ended
the
up here.
Feywild? You're from the Feywild?
Yeah, do you not? Is that not where this is?
This is definitely not the Feywild.
Do you know about the Feywild?
Yes, I do.
Really? How do we get there? Because I'd like to go back.
I would imagine you would need some sort of portal, maybe.
Are you saying I traveled through
Yeah.
portal and got here?
You may have.
Oh dear. Do you happen to have a portal?
I do not have one handy. Ran fresh out.
Ah.
But we have Skellington here who's very wise. Maybe he could educate you?
You brought a skeleton with you?
Skellington. She points to Skellington.
The hooded
What do you
person
need?
is named Skellington?
Name is Skellington.
Oh.
Skellington has traveled far more than any of us. So he may be able to tell you where to find a portal.
Yeah, do you know where
Or
to find a
maybe
portal?
He knows of somebody.
We're talking about. What are we talking about? Portal to what?
A portal back home to the Feywild? Do you know how to get there?
Feywild, not mythical, like kind of alternate world, the parallel zone.
It's not mythical. I'm definitely from there. At least I thought I was from there.
Oh well, that is the case. It's more of a surprise to me.
Mhm.
There are a few different ways to get to the Feywild, but all of them are kind of by happenstance, I should say. Other than that, a normal fairy ring of sorts, you can find them in typically just in the woods if your luck is phenomenal, is what I would say. It's just very random. If you've came through one of them, I would recommend going back where you came from would be your best choice.
Okay. Well, I don't know where or how I even got here, so I guess that's not going to help me any.
That could be a problem. Other than that, I hear some like high-end kind of arcane individuals have potentials to break portals and go to these different dimensions. You
Are,
might seek one out.
Arcane.
I
That, you know
a
what?
little
That might help. Hold on.
cipher.
A ring?
I'm joking, but I'm making a joke about Sonic.
Well, you said arcane. That does. You know what? Let me. That's a good idea. Let me ask. Nimu, do you happen to know how to get back to the Feywild or know anything about portals?
I'm gonna look at Tishlin and be like, "Where's Nemo? Do you see a Nemo here? Is there an invisible creature here?"
No, I don't.
Hey guys, I think your bird chicken's broken.
Not my bird chicken.
Huh.
Not a chicken. I don't think he's an owlin.
Yeah, close enough.
I see.
But he appears to be talking to himself.
I'm a her.
And
I
I'm
don't think
little
he's talking to
concerned.
himself.
Uh huh.
a little concerned for his mental stability, mental health.
Oh.
You're right there.
Yeah, of course I'm fine. Why?
You seem to kind of drift off and started talking to yourself. Maybe I was reading the room wrong.
No, I wasn't talking to myself. That's crazy.
Are you sure about that?
100% positive was not talking to myself.
I mean, I've seen crazy things, so hey, I'm no one to judge, but yeah, it looked like you were talking to yourself.
Well, considering we just killed a Kraken, I believe just about anything at this point.
Mm.
Yeah, that's...
Wait, you killed a Kraken? You killed the Kraken that everybody's talking about, Kraken?
Yes, we did.
That is so... Can I see it?
I think it fell back into the water.
Oh, that's so disappointing. I wanted to see it. Oh well.
It was a big, awful, gross thing. You weren't
And
really
it-
missing a lot.
Mm.
It ate one of our friends, and it was bad.
Oh, that's so... I'm sorry that you lost your friend to eating. I would hate if somebody tried to eat me.
He survived. He's fine.
Wait, he got eaten, but
Kraken.
now he's not eaten anymore?
Yeah. 0 out of 10.
Yeah,
do not
well,
recommend.
I jumped on him with my axe, and he spit him out.
Wow, that's incredible. So yeah, I guess I gotta figure out how to get home now.
So
Well,
who were
that's-
you talking to?
Nimue, of course.
Who's Nimu?
Oh, that's right. You guys don't know who Nimue is. Sometimes I forget.
Nope.
And all of a sudden, the owl's ears kind of like tuck back a little bit, and you see she kind of blinks and looks down and opens her eyes. So hi, I'm Nimue.
I thought you were Rui.
No, Rui is who you were just talking to. I'm Nimue.
Guys, your bird chicken's broken.
Can Ruby come out and play?
Oh, I thought you... Rui, you said they wanted to say hi.
Oh, we did
I mean,
want to say.
hi.
So what exactly can you tell us about this portal? Can you open a portal?
I can. It's very hard. And I'm finding out real quickly that magic works differently here than in the Feywild. So, I mean...
That's very true.
But portals
I
can
once
take you
heard
to a
the
whole bunch of
story
different
about-
realms.
I once heard a story, maybe it's a myth, I don't know, it happened a long time ago, about people in the Feywild and their magic went crazy and a fireball was shot and it was bad.
I mean, that happens. Happened to me. Kind of. Well, us. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that.
That sounds horrific.
Especially when you're the only person that survives it.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, it was not fun.
Fireballs are, well, dicey.
But they work.
So, Rui? Nemo?
Nimue, yes.
How can we help you in some way to get you back?
I mean, if you know where we can find...
Well, they said in the forest, right?
Well, the forest of the Feywild is what we're from, but, like, we...
I think Skellington said that if you go to a forest, you might find a fairy ring.
Do you know which forest?
I have no idea.
No.
I mean, we could go on an adventure, I suppose, and find a forest around here.
I mean, there's plenty of forests around here. It's just a big area to cover.
Well, I mean, we've been in a forest, and in fact, we were just in a forest. Well, we can go back to the forest, and I can look for the people that I know that are in the forest.
Oh, that could be fun. Maybe they know where to find the fairy rings, or maybe even just a area with strong magic.
They might know something, but be aware that my friends, their information comes at a price.
Oh, okay. Like,
So
do they like marbles?
They may require something like one of your feathers.
Have you lost your marbles?
Good luck with that one. No, I never had marbles. I was just wondering if they dealt with marbles.
I heard
They
losing
like
them
odd things.
cause you to do strange things.
I mean, I got this
I mean,
earring that could help.
Unless you guys have any other information for this individual, I think we should just let them achieve their own goals. They've gained some information from us, and unless you have any other questions, I think it would be best for us to go on our ways, as we have some very important business to get to.
Ooh, important business. Well, I've got to get home. So you said they're in the forest?
Forest would be the best place to start, I believe. To
Oh,
find a fairy ring.
righty. Well, I guess I'll go over to whatever this forest is here and hopefully find them.
Good luck.
Safe travels.
Alrighty. Thank you very much. And you guys have fun with your important business.
See you later, chicken bird.
Bye, big fairy fucking weird giant thing that thinks I'm a chicken.
He means it in the best way.
I'm sure.
I was talking about you.
And the bird puts her hood back up and starts walking away
That was
towards the
interesting.
forest.
Very, very interesting. Never met an
That
owlet
was almost
before.
bad.
I mean, we still could have cooked it. We shouldn't have, but we could have.
I can still hear you.
He
You
said
got
that.
good ears.
Just joking. Totally just joking.
All right, well, let's go back to the training, guys.
So you guys head back to train, hop in, and you notice that there is yet another cart added to train. Except this cart looks a little bulkier. A little bigger than all the other carts.
Last time cart was added, there was a guest on board. This is interesting. Any ideas on what we're gonna find?
Something else, probably.
Friend or foe?
I mean, it added, so it's probably a friend. I'm assuming, or at least the train believes it's a friend.
This is true. Train wouldn't put us in danger. All right. Well, I guess we just proceed with caution. Any thoughts, Skellington?
I don't know. It's a little questionable.
Very.
Though the train has a kind of awkwardly righteous beings, so if it added a cart, I would imagine someone friendly or someone that wants to join us. It would be a guess. So I wouldn't
Well,
necessarily attack at first sight.
Let's go see what we see.
Yep. So you guys
and,
hop in.
Ari steps back on the train.
All right. So you go in train, and it is the dining cart like always. And it looks normal except the doorways look a little bigger.
The dragons grow, maybe?
Oh, that makes sense.
I want to go check on the dragons.
Yeah, sure. You can figure out which way they are. They're not in the the cart that you're in. They're not in the main cart there.
Yeah, no, I would definitely go look around.
Okay. Do you want to go towards the front of the train, towards the back of the train?
Let's go towards the front. Why not?
Oh, right. So you go through the first set of carts, and that is where Skellington and Anka usually sleep. And then there's a cart before that, and you go into that cart, and that is where you see Sam sleeping, and
Okay.
Anka kind of like trying to help him heal.
How is he doing, Anka?
He's pretty beaten up.
You need the Anka accent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hello.
I'm sorry. Well, he's I don't think I can do a Romanian accent. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Yeah.
So bad.
It's bad. I can't do it.
So bad.
I can hear it in my head and it won't come out. So I'm gonna have to practice the Romanian.
Practice your Anka.
I have to practice my Anka.
He's looking better, I think.
She says sure.
She says sure. So funny.
Does he look like he's doing better? He's still sleeping. I'm assuming,
He's still
but-
sleeping, yeah. Like the cuts and punctures are gone, but he's still sleeping.
Well, hopefully it won't be much longer until he's back up and making ale for everybody again. Speaking of ale, Tornus, want a drink?
For an
Sure,
ADD moment.
I could make some drinks. What are the? Who wants a drink?
I'm
No
going
one?
to leave these two to it again.
Uncle
The
wants a
dwarf
drink.
always-
I'm gonna go
The
make
dwarf
sure
always
Anka
be-
does not get a drink.
Oh, wait a minute. We have to hang on. Okay, Tornis. We have to look at the train. Sorry, I got a little excited when I heard the word ale. We have to make sure or figure out why the train got fat. Okay, so we've reached the end of the train. Now I guess, go back.
Sure.
Okay.
At the front of the train,
Well, yeah, we're at the front of the train, but now we would need to go to the back, right? Yeah.
if that's where you want to go.
Okay, so we would go to the back of the train.
All right, so you go to the dining car, and then you go into Tornis's cart, and then there is Ari's cart, and then there's Tishlin's cart, and then there is this dark cave of a cart. It is huge inside and covered with rock and dark and very dim light. As you see, what the last time you saw were baby dragons, and they look a little bigger, look quite a bit bigger.
Can you remind me of their names again? I'm so sorry. Luna, or no, we kind of nicknamed the one Luna, which I would just call out Luna.
And
I'll call
make
out Sunny.
Are you in here? Do I hear anything? Do I hear like?
Oh yeah, you
breathing
hear
or anything like that?
you hear. My name's not Luna.
I know, but it's a term of endearment because I love you.
It is not a
Just-
term of endearment.
But I love you.
It is common and not proper.
Oh, I understand. I see where you're going with this.
It is like if I called you kind of elf.
I mean, I that's the fair, but you know what I mean. No. So she's going to cast no, actually Luna in Draconic is Luna. I just translated it right now.
It is not Luna
It is Luna.
because it's not. Luna's technically
This
not
is
a word.
This is the same translator that I used to figure out Moxie's name.
Luna is technically not a word.
You're no fun. Okay, fine. What was the name again that you would like me to call you?
Osir.
Ossier. Okay, can I call you Aussie for short? And she kind of gives like a cheesy grin. If you let me call you Aussie, I'll scratch your belly.
It's a big belly.
I know, but I've got big hands. I mean, I really don't, but they're loving hands.
So
And she's gonna kind of walk through. She's like, as she's talking, she's gonna walk towards the voice.
yeah, so
Just
you walk
returning
towards the
that.
voice, and where the dragon used to like fit in your arms, you see it's laying down, and it stands up, and it is now eye level with you.
Hello, my friend. And she just like pets like the bridge of the dragon's like kind of nose head area. You've grown so big so fast.
That is the lovely part of being a dragon, I guess. And
So she's
you
gonna
start
put her
noticing
forehead.
he's not opening his mouth to talk. He's actually just talking in your head.
Nice. She's gonna put her head to his like snout and just say thank you. Thank you for protecting us and saving us and helping us from the Kraken.
You're welcome. Can I please go back to sleep?
Sure. Do you need any food? Do you need anything?
If I need food, I'll get food.
She's gonna kind of look around. Where's your?
I'm over here trying to get my beauty rest.
So she's gonna walk over and she's gonna kind of do the same thing. She's gonna give its nose a pat and then put her face to his like snout or her snout and just say thank you for your help.
So, do a con save.
I have radiant protection against radiant damage. or
Perfect.
Radiant
Then,
magic. Yeah.
then you just feel warmth as you pet her snout.
I think she's gonna find that warmth soothing and just kind of smile and then step back. Rest up, my friends, and please let us know if you need anything.
We need sleep.
Okay. She kind of puts her hands out like, okay. And then she leaves the cart. Dragons are in there. They're doing good. And I'll go back to the dining cart, I guess, where I'm
Where you're gonna get
helpful
plastered.
with the drinks. Yep.
Yeah, good
Not
times.
plastered. I'm just going to have a drink.
Right.
Do you
Hey,
think the dragons want to have a drink? They're
No,
old enough
I think
now, right?
the dragons just
I'll
want to be
holler
left alone.
Dragons, do you want a drink?
Oh, boy. Tornis. They're very tired and a little bit crabby, maybe?
Yeah.
Should just leave them be. But I did thank them for their help.
will try to make a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 14 plus whatever else you want me to add to it.
Let's see. That would be a wisdom. Let's see if you even know how to make a drink.
I mean, I pretend to make drinks. I've had a lot of drinks before.
Yeah, let's
If
see
it's
how
just
good you.
straight wisdom, then it'll be 17. If you want me to add anything else, then it's,
Oh no, it'd be straight wisdom.
Yeah, 17 total.
Okay, so 17. You remember this drink that your mom used to make. And you start kind of remembering how the measurements went, and you're putting this concoction together. And it is not just good, but it is you reliving a memory of your mother. Not a bad memory, not even a good memory, but more of a familiar memory.
Okay. I'll start shaking up. It's like, my mom, she was a great drinker. Probably drank too much. Maybe an alcoholic, but she sure knew good quality. And I'll be spouting off stories as I'm drinking it, and just sort of remember her. And then I'll sort of realize that I'm drinking the drink that I was making, and try to make another one. And that's a 16. So
No,
I'll make the same drink.
Yeah.
And it's maybe just not quite as good, but the same sort of drink, and I pour it out.
No, 16
I was
would
gonna
it
ask
would be
you-
the same. It'd be the same. It's muscle memory at this point. You've seen her do it so many times.
Are you feeling weepy?
No, it's just remembering good times. That's all.
My good times don't involve alcohol, but I've learned to like it since I've been here on the train. That's mostly thanks to you, Tornus.
You're welcome.
And Anka's kind of fun to have a few drinks with.
When Skeleton lets her drink, that is. And I'll just sort of
Right.
shout down the hallway.
Buzzkill. Skellington, did you ever let my grandmother drink and she just like takes a sip?
I'm gonna pour 2 like to-go cups, and I'm doing this to leave the cups in front of the dragon's room. And so one of them I rolled a 19, and the other one I rolled a natural 1. But I'm making 2 little cups and gonna like leave it in front of the dragon's room as a drink if they want to have it.
Okay.
I mean, nobody will judge you, Skellington. Just,
I don't think I'm there. I'm with Anka.
Oh, shoot, you're right. I'm so sorry.
Did you guys offer Tishlin a drink?
Oh yeah,
I don't
Tishlin.
Thank you.
That's a 19 for his.
Ale for all.
Yeah, Tornus has kind of become the mixologist of the group.
Oh no, man.
I don't know if it's necessarily.
If you do one more really good roll for alcohol mixing, you can become the mixologist.
Ooh.
Not having
I'm
any
gonna try and make a drink
downsides.
for Skellington. I'm gonna make two more drinks, one for Skellington and one for Anka, and leave it in front of their doors.
All right,
One's a natural 20, and the other is
Son
an
of
8.
bitch. God damn
the
you.
mixologist.
All right, you can add proficiencies to your fucking wisdom throws.
I will start to make them like very pretentious. Oh, this one you can taste the scent of
Right.
pine needles or whatever. I'm not that pretentious when I get drinks in real life, but yeah, I'm doing that sort of hipster drink mixing now.
Yeah, it's got hints or notes of blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like you're starting to realize what you like combined and what you don't like, and just by like the
Yeah.
smell and the fragrance of it, you're one of those people. Got it. So it is up to you guys. You've got a full map on where you could go. You can go to another town and try and warn them. You can start headed over towards the giants. There is a side mission that I set you guys up with if you wanted to do that.
What was the side mission again?
There is a abandoned house with some old books on magic.
Ooh, hey guys, we saw that abandoned house we can check out.
Yeah, let's go do that.
So meta DM, how far away is that?
It is not close.
Okay. So Tornus, can you talk to Train?
I'll put my hand on Train's wall and say, "All right, let's go to this house, and it's got magic apparently. Maybe it'll help us with the giants. Why not?" And I'll just kind of give it the thought of, "Let's go over there."
Do you guys remember? Because Train wasn't there for that interaction. Do you guys remember which area this place was in?
Both Tornus and myself have no idea. He's going off of what everyone else is telling him.
In meta, I don't remember.
I would think that Skellington would remember.
Maybe Skellington can help?
Tishlin, do you remember?
No, I just remember wasn't it like coming back from Neverwinter to Waterdeep, and it was adjacent to a lake. because I seem to remember like really getting a Friday the 13th type vibe.
Was that where we killed the god and went on land and found the what
No,
you
that
call
was
it?
up
That
in
were probably still
that was up in Icewind Dale.
the trunk. That's what I'm thinking of.
So that was up in Icewind Dale. The Neverwinter Waterdeep conversation.
But I think we saw it, but we were trying to make haste.
Is
Hmm.
that trunk still on the train?
I don't know. Is it?
Because I don't think we ever did anything with it. We got so wrapped up with other stuff. I would like to go search for the trunk. Why not?
The trunk that you guys
You know, I mean,
got.
Yeah, we never
mean,
opened it, right? Didn't we just like take it with us? Or did we open it? I really don't remember. That was so long ago.
No, you guys opened it because you got some
Did we?
items out of it.
Then why did we take it with us? Were we just being stupid?
Mm-hmm. That
Okay.
sounds about
Never mind
right.
then. Well, yeah, there had to have been a reason why we would lug a heavy ass trunk like back.
The last thing that you guys logged out that was really heavy was it wasn't a trunk, it was the cauldron.
I don't remember any of that.
That was
I not?
Yeah, that was pre you. The cauldron, I believe you guys left that up in 10 Towns.
Well, you know, the other option that we have is we could go down to Baldur's Gate.
You could go down to Boulder's Gate.
What was in Boulder's Gate?
Nothing that I said.
Civilization.
So
it's the largest. It's the largest city in the region.
it is. So you can go down to Boulder's Gate. You can go to the area that you're all not thinking of, which was the Shard Desolation.
Oh yeah.
Or you can go and try and figure out what the giants are doing, which would be more north.
Right. That would be up towards Icewind Dale /
The giants would be, let's see, you guys are all the way over here. Actually, you guys would end up going east to figure out what the giants are doing because they are over.
Oh.
So Tornis, Giants or Boulder's Gate?
Well,
Or the side little quest of ours.
The Shard Desolation.
I mean, how long are these places going to take? I mean, it's going to take us how long to get to Baldur's Gate, and how long to get to...
Boulder's Gate is just down the coast. It's the next major city. It'd take you a day.
Probably. Yeah, I was gonna say probably a day to 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, might be a good idea to get there, pull up close, let our less popular friends check out Baldur's Gate first, to see if maybe we're wanted there, if Baldur's Gate is okay, and if there's not pictures of us up everywhere, then try and warn them of what's happening up the coast.
Sounds like a plan. Now, give me a drink. She's like grabs one off the bar.
Another one?
I mean, why not?
All right.
Let's go.
That's a 25. Oh wait, no, I got that wrong. That's a 22.
It's a damn good
You
drink.
didn't roll anything, right, Nate?
This one has a little bit of mint in it, and I've also taken some crushed juniper and cranberries, and I go off on this entirely too long explanation that takes like 15 minutes, and you finish the drink by the time I've explained it.
She's like, as you're explaining it, she's like, and she's
Right.
just like, yeah, not even paying attention. Juniper, interesting.
So that takes you guys a good day to get down to Boulder's Gate. And you pull up, you see the city, and it's a grand city. It's, if you thought Waterdeep was big, triple Waterdeep, and that's Boulder's Gate. You can see multiple
The ones that are in the pantry.
churches and temples all over the place from the skyline there. You see towers that are just living quarters. The center has a huge statue that you can see. I can't quite see what it's a statue of, but you can see that there is a statue that is taller than the walls of the city.
To be clear, I think the plan is we're not going to get too close so we don't go in and get surrounded like we have in the past.
Mhm.
So if we can do like, I don't know, a loop around the city where we're not going to get stuck behind walls or, anything like that.
Yeah, you can do a loop around the city. You can get towards the coast and go in through the water in the middle of the city. All sorts of different things you can do.
Probably do that and then find a spot where I'm guessing Skellington and Tishlin can go look and see if everything's okay for all of us to go look at Baldur's Gate and warn the people in charge.
Sure.
I'll say, assuming you're okay with that, Tishlin and Skellington, but you guys are, not on the wanted posters. If there's more wanted posters, it's better that some of us aren't there.
No,
Yes.
you're right.
I'm okay with this.
So Jax was from a town. She was a noble from a town near Baldur's Gate, and I'm totally blanking on the name of that town. Would my character have any sort of influence there, being a noble as well? Like, could that be helpful?
Well, this would definitely be a city that you are from.
Okay. So she's just gonna kind of like turn to the party. My family has a sort of legacy influence here. Maybe name dropping would help us get more information.
Sure. I mean, do you think that maybe? I mean, I think we should find out if our names are poisoned here first. So, I mean, a little jaunt in, say, hey, are we implicated in any major crimes? If so, maybe we don't want to go around saying, hey, I'm here, and get arrested.
Point taken, but I'm hoping that maybe my family's influence can help if that is a problem. She kind of shrugs.
We can hope, yes. Hopefully that's how we can get it sorted out. At least someone we can talk to. I mean, I doubt your parents have written you off. So even if we're implicated, we can talk to them and maybe they can relay the message about, what's happening up the coast.
Has train come to a stop yet?
You haven't really told Train where to stop at yet, so
Yeah, I guess with your guidance, I would guide train to stop somewhere that's safe and close to where we could make contact with your family.
That works.
okay. So that would be probably the main road of Baldur's Gate there. So the eastern part of it would be the closest to where her family is from. So who's going into the actual city? Is it just the two, or are all of you going to try and go in?
I mean, I personally don't think that all of us should go in initially. Maybe a quick check by Tishlin and Skellington to make sure that we're not obviously wanted. And then maybe we can go in and put cloaks over to make sure if we are maybe being looked for, we're not immediately recognized.
I wonder if is there a train has the ability to maybe provide us with clothing that is native to this area, and we can just hopefully blend in, disguise ourselves.
Yeah, go ahead and
What do
look
you
for
think?
clothing.
Do we need to roll investigation?
Sure.
Oh my god, I rolled a big old fat goose egg.
You don't even know where clothing could be found.
Well, my question was more towards Tornis, since Tornis has this link with Train. She was asking if maybe
Oh.
Train has the magical ability.
Sure,
To
I guess
provide us-
I'll put my hand on the train and see if it can, just like it can manifest food, if it can manifest clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
So you get an image of your closet.
It seems to say just check the closets, so it's either our clothes or maybe there's things in there we can wear.
All right, I'll check my room. And I would go to my room and check my closet.
Yep. As you open the closet there is tons of different types of clothing that you can choose from that you did not put there.
All right, I would put on something that, like, I'm trying to think. I don't want to stand out. I'll put on, like, commoners' clothing, not necessarily peasants, but something that would.
And do you have a map of Baldur's Gate?
I am going to get one right now.
So after that, I would go out back to the dining cart. Tornis. I struck gold. How did you come along?
What does my closet look like? I'm assuming it has the same sort of stuff.
Yep, all sorts of stuff.
Yep. I mean, there's plenty to dress in. I guess we can just hope and dress like locals, and hopefully our faces isn't everywhere, and we just pull the cloaks over our faces.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so I pull the cloak over my head and I step off the train.
Alrighty. Actually, I think it has it in here. If I go to maps, map history. Oh, how do you like those apples? It's a good thing having campaigns from all sorts of games. All right. There's the link to your map of Baldur's Gate.
Rotten maps?
It
It
says,
says,
please wait.
yeah, wait for your DM to start the game session.
Oh, that's new. Okay. Sweet. That's a new feature. Did it pop up?
Let me try clicking again.
Okay. So, let's take a look here. Where is my little pointer? We'll use this. This looks fun. So you guys would be at the top where it says Outer City.
Yeah.
You would kind of be just outside it in this little area there.
Where? I'm sorry, I didn't see.
He drew.
I just
He
drew a
drew.
little block there.
Oh, I don't even see it.
Let's change it to pink. How about that?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the other outer city because
Nope.
there's 3 of them.
So that's
Okay,
where
got
you
it.
are at, right? And then there would be the gate. That's right here. And then over in this area here is a big giant mountain, and where the we'll call them the creme de la creme happen to live would be over in this area here.
Got it. Bougie town.
Bougie Town. Far enough away from the markets, but close enough to the gates to where they can get in and out and do their business.
All right, so
Do we see any like smoke or signs of battle or combat or anything like that?
Business as usual.
yeah, I was gonna ask on the outer part of the gates, like, do we see any pictures of us stating that we're wanted? Or anyone
Well, I
signs
mean,
or
you'd have to
anything like
walk
that?
up to the gate to see if you can find pictures.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we'd already done that.
No,
Alright,
you
we'll
are
walk-
still
I'm
out
walking
by
up to the gate.
train.
Okay. Yep, I'm gonna walk towards the gate then.
Okay. So you park train, you guys hop out, you walk over to the gate. And as you're walking up, I need you to do a perception check.
How's a 21?
It's going to be very shocking for you. Anybody else?
Perception is 20. Dirty 20.
21 for me.
All right. So you guys see a couple interesting things. You see five? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. You see 5 people standing at the gates, just looking in your direction. And they look familiar. And you see a... Where's my thing at? There we go. You see a human, a kobold, a dwarf, another human, and someone that looks like a human, but there's something in her eyes that's a little different.
And they look familiar to us?
They look very familiar to you, but not quite
Okay.
as you remember them looking.
Like, they look familiar to me or to the group?
One looks familiar to you.
Okay.
One looks familiar to Tornus. One looks familiar to the other two. You don't know one of them, and you can kind of guess the dwarf when you put them all together.
Who looks familiar to me?
The one with the funny eyes looks familiar to you. As she says, "We've been expecting you, grandchildren."
Grandma?
And
What big eyes you have.
That's where we'll leave you guys today.
You're lucky I rolled a 15. Otherwise, I would have immediately cast a spell.
I was waiting for you to do that.
I did. I say it all